This is my Zeahlot Ultimate Ironman, Sir Zeahlot. I'll be attempting to take on the Chambers of Xeric and the Fortis Colosseum, all while staying within Zeah. I'll have access to Great Kourend, the Kebos Lowlands, and the Kingdom of Varlamore. My knowledge of Zeah is not that great in comparison to the mainland, and I know next to nothing about Varlamore. I've also never played an Ultimate Ironman before, so this should be interesting. This is Sir Zeahlot. And we're back to farming. Another farming run is ready to harvest here. So we're going to harvest these tomatoes, which we're going to obviously need a spade to do. And there's level 15 farming coming in. We can now grow oak trees once we unlock the farming guild. And we're going to harvest these guams, turn them into attack potions as usual to get some more herblore XP. And we're going to plant another guam seed in its place. I have managed to pick up quite a few seeds here. I've got some Cataramin seeds and some Haralander seeds. We can't use those yet. I'm debating whether to hold on to them. And we also got a Snapdragon, a Lantadime, and a Quam, which are a long way off being able to use. So I'm not sure whether we hold on to them until we get the seed box, or if we just drop them for the space, because we are going to be spinning more flax. So I'll make a decision on that, and I'll get back to you. And that is level 7 herblore from those attack potions. That's very nice. And I think we're going to drop these cabbage seeds and the rosemary seed, but I think we're going to hold on to all these herb seeds just for now. We'll see sort of how long that lasts for, that decision. But I think these kind of are quite rare for master farmers, so I want to hold on to them for the seed box if possible. They'll probably end up going in the bin at some point in the future though. Anyway, we're going to our two favourite places again, the flax field and Watson's house. So we actually just got a beekeeper random event, and I almost dismissed it because I thought that all you got was the beekeeper outfit, but we actually got another XP lamp from this, which I didn't know you could do. So that is going on Slayer. That is another 110 Slayer XP, and that is level 12 Slayer, one step closer to our goals, but still a long way to go. And we just got level 17 farming here from picking these herbs. And that's level 8 herblore coming in from the guams making them into attack potions. So I just had a little idea while running these bowstring and flax, and so far I've just been dropping the bowstring on the way back to the flax field, but I realised we're going to need a little bit more money if we want to travel between Varlamore and Northern Zeah sort of regularly. So I've just come to check the general store here on the way between the flax field and Watson's house where the spinning wheel is, and he'll actually buy my bowstrings for 4 coins. I'm going to need more money, and I thought may as well knock it out while I'm doing this grind anyway. And there is level 27 crafting coming in. We can now cut emeralds, so we can now cut 2 of the 4 gems that we will get from Wintertodt supply crates. Got a level 18 farming coming in here. There's a level 19 farming coming in. We can now grow taramins if we want to. And there is level 9 herblore coming in. And a 300 total level as well. Beautiful. And there is level 20 farming coming in. We can now grow sweet corn, but more importantly, that is a requirement for the Garden of Death quest, which is going to get us 10k farming XP and get us that one step closer to Tithe Farm. So I'm going to go check out the Garden of Death quest guide on the wiki and see what we need, and we'll be back trying to do that. Okay, so to start the Garden of Death quest, I need to come down here, which involves a little bit of a dangerous run through here past some trolls. I've taken the minecart here, so I've got here safely, but we need to make it down here. Now, luckily, I scouted this out on Zormo, and I did notice that there's some guy doing a Slayer task with a cannon here. So I'm hoping that's just going to aggro all the trolls, and I can run past completely unscathed. So let's see if this works. There is one there that's not been aggroed yet for some reason. I'm going to take my chances, though, because they're just going to keep spawning around me. No! I don't know what I thought, to be honest. I should have taken my time a bit more and paid more attention, but I didn't. So we're going to have to go back and try and get our stuff. So I was actually even stupider than I thought before. It turns out there's actually a path just up and around. So I didn't even need to run through the trolls. I don't know what I was thinking. I literally had my main account stood up here, like overlooking it to see whether the guy was still there by the time I got there. And I don't know what to say, honestly. We're going to try and take our stuff before any of the trolls come back. Ooh, okay, that was stressful. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just walk around here. I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. That's just embarrassing. So during the Garden of Death quest, you need to go to Zeric's shrine near Mulch, and there are lizardmen on the islands here that would definitely kill me at just 11 HP. So I got some of my clanmates to come and attack the lizardmen so that they would be tied up in combat, allowing me to run through the shrine unscathed. But there was a little bit of a close call here. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Big thank you to the clanmates that helped. That should be the Garden of Death completed, and that is 10,000 farming XP. That is going to get us straight to level 30 farming. Beautiful. And now we are only 4 levels away from unlocking Tithe Farm, so we're going to do some more farming runs on the side whilst we continue to train crafting. There's level 31 farming coming in. We can now grow strawberries when we get the seeds for them, and we are 2 levels... Nope, we are 3 levels off of Tithe Farm. We have level 10 Herblore coming in there. And there is level 34 crafting coming in. We can now cut rubies. At this point, I wanted to take a bit of a break from spinning flax. So I decided to try and clear up some inventory space by training my mining and smithing levels. The plan was to make bronze arrowheads to turn the arrow shafts into arrows that I could equip. Then I'd smith a set of bronze armor, which should get me the minus 64 magic attack bonus I would need to splash with the runes that I have. This would mean I'd have to manually cast because my fire staff would give me too much of a magic boost, but there wasn't too many runes to get through, so I wasn't too worried about doing this. This would clear up 3 inventory spaces, which would also make the last stretch of crafting a little bit faster, as I'd be able to spin 3 extra flax each trip. So, I grabbed a steel pickaxe from Lovakenge, went to Piscarilius Mine to get an inventory of copper and tin ore, walked all the way to the furnace back in Lovakenge before realising I was literally stood right next to a minecart that would have taken me there, smelted the ores into bronze bars, used my memoirs to teleport back to Piscatorius, went down the manhole into the Warrens, used the anvil down here to smith my bars into bronze arrowheads, fletched my arrows, went back to the nearby mine, and repeated this over and over, remembering to use the minecart from here on out. And we are just finishing up making these bronze arrows. There we go. We now have freed up that slot, but we are going to continue. We have got level 14 mining and 11 smithing, and we want to get our smithing level up to 18 so we can make a full set of bronze armor. So we need level 18 smithing to smith a bronze plate body to get the full bronze armor set. And I've just done some calculations, and we are currently getting 168.3 smithing XP per inventory, mining and then going to Lovakenge and then coming back to smith and smelt it. So that means we should have to do another 12 trips of this while we are at level 11 smithing. That should get us the level we need, so I'm probably not going to bother switching to iron. I'm just going to do this until we get the level. Okay, so we did just get a random event and got the zombie mask, so we got some cool fashionscape on the go, but that is not the purpose of this clip. We are about to get level 18 smithing, and I'm going to actually start making the bronze armor set to get us there. So we're going to smith 1 bronze full helm, then we are going to smith 1 bronze kite shield, and then we are going to smith a pair of bronze plate legs. And that is going to get level 18 smithing. We can now make the bronze body. So I'm just going to go grab another 4 bronze bars and we'll go and make the body. And then we've got the full set. And we are back with the bronze bars. We need to make the bronze plate body. There we go. That is the full set of bronze. So now, technically, if we put all of this on, our magic attack bonus is now minus 65, which means that we can splash. We'll have to do it manually without the fire staff, but I'm going to do that and use up these runes. And I did forget that without the fire staff, we actually don't have the fire rune, so fire strike. I could have just used the ones for wind strike, but I thought I'd get a little bit more magic XP. So I'm just going to spend all of my cash on these fire runes here. So let's go and splash these runes. We're just finishing up splashing these runes on this rat here. We've just ran out of fire runes. Just use up the last of these air runes and mine runes. And that should be the last one there. So we are done. We can drop these two. That don't matter too much. Now, I need to clear out, as you may have noticed, arrowheads again. So I am going to go and cut and fletch some arrow shafts. And then we're going to make a little bit more money to buy the feathers to fletch them all. So I'll be back when we've done that. So to buy enough feathers to fletch all of these arrow tips into arrows, we are going to need just over 3k GP, and because we are now level over 40 thieving, I thought we're just going to pickpocket some guards. They should give us 30 GP per pickpocket, so we should have to thieve just over 100 times. Okay, so we've been pickpocketing guards for a little bit here, and we have got ourselves 3.8k, so I'm going to go back to the Warrens, buy some feathers, then we're going to go cut some arrow shafts to fletch these arrows. So we did miscalculate with the coins a little bit, so I've had to go pickpocket some more guards, but we're back and we finally have all of the feathers that we're going to need to fletch these arrows. So we're just finishing up these arrows here. I've just been chopping these oak trees and turning them into arrow shafts, fletching them. That is all of the arrows completed. We have 2,295 bronze arrows now. We have a very clean inventory. We can actually drop the knife. We don't need that anymore. And after all of that, we are up to 23 mining, 18 smithing, 22 fletching, 48 thieving, and I think we're probably going to go back to the crafting grind now with some farm runs thrown in for good measure. And if I can be bothered or I need to AFK at all, I might start doing a little bit of fishing and cooking just so we can cook any of the fish we get from Wintertodt crates. Just restocking the compost bin, and my friend told me, luckily, that there is actually fruit stalls over here, so I don't have to dodge all the guard dogs, which is nice. Level 11 herblore coming in. Level 32 farming. Level 12 herblore coming in. So we just got a mystery box from a random event, and we're going to see what we get. It is a cabbage. Sad. There is level 13 herblore. There's level 50 thieving coming in from getting seeds from master farmers. And there is level 14 herblore coming in. And there is level 33 farming coming in. One more level until we unlock Tithe Farm. There it is, level 43 crafting. Oh my god, we can now cut diamonds. I have spun approximately 3,279 flax into bowstrings here. This has taken quite a long time, but that is nearly every Wintertodt requirement that we might need to use the resources we get from supply crates. And we are very close to 34 farming, so we are going to unlock Tithe Farm soon and go get the seed box. But until we get this farming level, the last thing that I want to try and tick off my list here is I'm going to do a little bit of fishing and cooking. If I get my cooking level up to 45, that should mean I can cook all of the raw fish I can get from Wintertodt supply crates, with the exception of sharks. So until we get that farming level, we're going to do a little bit of fishing and cooking. And there is level 20 fishing coming in. We can now catch trout. We've just been fishing some shrimp and anchovies here at Port Piscarilius and just cooking them over here on the range in this house. We are up to 23 cooking as well as 20 fishing. So I'm going to finish cooking up these and then I'm going to move on to some fly fishing. So I've been to the Warrens and I've bought myself a fly fishing rod and some feathers, and I've moved on to this lovely scenic little fishing spot here to do some fly fishing. The problem is with this is I can't run over to use the oven just here because you can't use this range until you have completed the easy diary, and I can't do that until I get 30 Slayer because I want to use the XP lamp from it on Slayer. So I am just running to the mess hall kitchen as well, so it is a little bit of a run, but while we're fishing our run energy regens a little bit and it is nowhere near as bad as the run we were doing for the flax field. So we're going to get on with some fishing, get on with some cooking, and we'll just keep doing that until we get 34 farming from the farming runs that we're doing on the side. So we came back to Port Piscarilius to finish off the fishing and cooking with some lobsters, and that should be level 45 cooking coming in there. We can now cook swordfish. That means that we can now cook all of the food that we can get from Wintertodt supply crates, with the exception of sharks. We are up to 45 fishing and 45 cooking now, and if I've timed this right, we should be able to go and get level 34 farming. We can now go and do Tithe Farm. Tithe Farm is a minigame in Hasidius that revolves around planting Golovanovo, Bologano, and Logavano seeds into farming patches, watering them until they grow into their respective fruits, and then harvesting and depositing them into the sacks in order to get farming XP and reward points. These plants take 3 minutes to grow and must be watered once per minute. I'll be aiming to deposit 100 fruits at a time, as you receive double XP for the 75th through to the 100th fruits added to the sack, and a bonus 2 points for every 100th fruit deposited. The notable rewards that points can be spent on include the Farmer's Outfit, which gives a small XP boost to farming, Grisella's Can, which can hold 1,000 doses of water, but the item that I'll be going for is the Seed Box. The Seed Box can hold a max stack of 6 different seeds, which will be huge for saving inventory space while stocking up on herb seeds for making potions in the future. It's also the last piece of the puzzle before Wintertodt, as it means I'll be able to store the important seeds that I get from supply crates. It's time to get farming. So we are here at Tithe Farm. We are ready to get planting. We've got our seeds. It's time to go through this farm door and get asked if I know what I'm doing. I don't think I've ever done this before other than on leagues, but we're going to give it a go. I've had a quick look on the wiki on a good strategy to use. We're going to start up here and we'll see how this goes. So we have got ourselves 100 fruit here. I've just been growing them 20 at a time. I think I've seen some methods where you can do up to 24 at a time, but I just wanted to AFK it a little bit, and I really don't have the run energy to do that many anyway, especially not without Graceful. So we're going to deposit these fruits and see how many points we get from the first 100. That is 35 points. So we fill it with 100 fruit and we get an extra 2 bonus points, and we got some farming XP. That's going to get us straight to level 37 from level 34. That's pretty nice. And we're going to carry on. If that's 35 points for 100 fruit, that means we need to do this just over another 6 times. So we'll have to do it another 7 times to get all the points that we need for the seed box. So we better get farming. And that should be the final set of fruits I need to deposit here. We now have 250 reward points. This grind hasn't been too bad, to be honest. I've done it all in one sitting. It's taken me just under 4 hours. So let's go and get this seed box as a reward. And here it is, the seed box, 250 points. We now have the seed box. Let's open it up. And if we click fill here, that is beautiful. That's so nice. All of our seeds now are stored in here. We have 6 spots and we can store a max stack of every seed that we want. So that is going to save a lot of inventory space for us. That's very nice. Also, whilst doing this, we actually managed to get up to level 48 farming, which is very good because it also means we have unlocked the low tier of the farming guild. So we can now enter the first portion of the farming guild. That's this one just here with the allotments and those things. We need 65 and 85 for the other spots though. So that is really good. And we've now done all of the things that I said I wanted to do. And that means one thing.